Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Fazrul Afin bin Romaiza, and without further ado, I will start the presentation with the company's background. Serba Dynamic Holdings Berhad began as a private limited company in Malaysia on December 2nd, 2015 under the name Serba Dynamic Holdings Sendirian Berhad and was later changed to a public limited company on May 13, 2016. Serba Dynamic, founded in 1993, is a worldwide energy services business that provides integrated engineering solutions to the oil and gas, petrochemical, power generating, water and wastewater, and utilities industries through its subsidiaries. Operations and maintenance, engineering, procurement, construction and commissioning, information and communication technology, and education and training are the company's main businesses. Serba Dynamic has operational offices in Malaysia, Indonesia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Singapore, India, the Netherlands, Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. Serba Dynamic is primarily engaged in the supply of management services and is an investment holding business. Serba Dynamic has evolved from a total engineering services provider in power, energy and broad industries to a leader in the Industrial Revolution 4.0 through wide range of offerings such as smart maintenance with mixed reality solution, the Virtual Expo, Quick Pay and a few other smart applications.
Thank you for your presentation. Assalamualaikum and good day to Dr. Muhammad Rimi and also to all my fellow friends here. I am Aina Maisara binti Muhammad Rizal with metric number 281495. We'll continue the presentation on the aspect of chronology or timeline of financial scandal that happened in Serba Dynamics company. So on 25th of May 2021, the external auditor, Colonel Pete Marwick Cordeler, KPMG, has discovered an irregularities in Serba Dynamics 2022 financial year reports according to Bursa Malaysia. As you can see, the trading in Serba Dynamics company shares is also discontinued for 3 days over. Next, on 21st May 2021, the SD CEO, named as Dato' Abdul Karim Abdullah, has made an effort to rectify the situation. Meanwhile, the independent director, Dato' Abdul Kadir Sahib, has asked that KPMG to be replaced as auditor. Therefore, the Serba Dynamics stock price has dropped about 50%, resulting a loss of approximately RM3 billion. And moving to the next month, as you can see on the slide, on 14th June, the SD Berhad has appointed 3 new independent directors to look into the audit problems. Therefore, the KPMGs has taken actions were unfair according to the board of directors. Moving to the next slide, as you can see in the same month on 24th of June 2021, Serba Dynamics board of directors has filed a lawsuit against KPMG that caused a business losses. Subsequently, in response to a civil complaint, KPMG has resigned to be the external auditor. Moving to the next month, on 26th of July 2021, Serba Dynamic was failed in obtaining an interim injunctions against Bursa Malaysia, and at the same time, an Eames and Young EY company prevent from publishing the report. Next, 3 months later, on 22nd until 25th of October, SD has chosen Nexia SSY PLP as its new external auditor to replace the KPMG, and as a result, SD disputed that its directors receive any papers from EY that meet the definition of Bursa's Malaysia factual findings. Next month later, on 8th November till 10th November, SD has sued Bursa Malaysia and EY for acting beyond of the authority in the audit review case. And also, SD has attempted to prevent the auditor from disclosing any conclusions from the review to anybody. However, SD fails to make a coupon payment on the sukuk for $300 million. Next month later, on 9th to 14th December, SD second request for a delay to release the annual report was denied by Bursa Malaysia. Then the High Court then prohibited the distribution of SD's factual findings update and dismissed SD's request for the presiding judge to disqualify themselves. As a result, SD filed a motion to have EY's findings update report expunged, saying it was documentary hearsay evidence. At the end of the case, On 20 December to 28 December, Mohammed Abu Hassan resigned as chairman and alleging biased regulatory prosecution geared against SD. And Dato' Abdul Qadir Sahid, the non-independent non-executive director of SD, was named as his replacement. However, the Security Commission of Malaysia, SC, accused SD and key executives with providing false information to Bursa Malaysia. And that is the chronology of financial scandal that happened in Serba Dynamic. Next, I would like to pass the presentation to the next person.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Nurul Arifah binti Ismail, number matric 280552. So I will resume the presentation with the effect of towards the auditor. So as for external auditor, dishonest reporting of financial information is a severe problem, and the inability to discover any material inaccuracy or misstatement may expose the company to the risk of legal action where the company can sue the auditor. As a consequence of this circumstance, the organization good name would suffer the damage that comes from the discontent of the general public. In the event that the independent auditors uncover evidence of fraudulent financial accounting, they are obligated to report their findings to the audit committee or another governing body located within the organization, such as director. So, as we can see from the diagram, on August 3, 2021, Nexia SSY PLC was given the responsibility of acting as Serba Dynamic Auditor, while on 2nd July 2021, Bursa has formally appointed Ernst & Young Consulting Sdn as the Special Independent Reviewer. On the other side, KPMG, who was the previous auditor, resigned on June 23 after it was brought to their attention that Serba Dynamic has engaged in dubious business practice involving more than 4.45 billion ringgit. The quantity of product that will be in stock on 30 June 2021 cannot be determined by any other method as of yet. Because of the previous auditor, KPMG has resigned and give a big question towards the Serba Dynamic. This led to Nexia as a new auditor to spend more time for locating evidence pertaining to the misrepresentation that has taken place and conducting an investigation into any possible fraudulent activities that may have taken place. Besides, the timing of Nexia hiring prevents the company from being in position to watch the accounting of physical inventories at the end of the period. It has been brought to everyone's attention that Serba Dynamic is in a default on a number of different contracts, but the constraint of timing and the occurrence of additional key events has made it difficult to carry out the audit process. So that's all for me for the effect of auditor. I will pass to another presenter. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good day. I bid to doctor and everyone. My name is Marsha Isnaira binti Jasri Nizar and my matric number is 281432. I'm going to continue the presentation with discussing the roles of auditors. The duty of an auditor is to inspect, review and verify whether the financial performance and current financial position of business records accurate. It is auditors' rules to find out whether the financial statement that the company has reported in accordance with the Financial Report Standard of Malaysia and the Companies Act 1965. Instead of that, auditors are responsible to secure the assurance of financial statements are unbound from material misstatement, either due to fraud or error, and auditors need to give their opinion regarding the financial statement whether it gives a true and fair view. External auditors of Serba Dynamic. In May 2021, KPMG points out the audit issues in the company to Securities Commission of Malaysia. Then, in response, Serba Dynamic has filed a suit against KPMG for alleged negligence and breach of contractual and statutory duties to the company. The reason of the lawsuit is because KPMG directly points out the audit issues to the Security Commission without discussing it first with the Board of Directors of Server Dynamic. Because of the lawsuit, KPMG decided to resign from continue being the auditors of Server Dynamic. Then, Ernst & Young or EY was appointed as Special Independent Reviewer. Same as KPMG, Server Dynamic has filed a lawsuit against EY saying that EY was not registered as an auditor and deceived the company. In fact, the reason of the lawsuit is because Server Dynamic wanted to prevent EY from disclosing its findings from the Special Independent Review. In a nutshell, KPMG performed its duty as the external auditors as they directly informed the Security Commission when they found out the irregularities in the financial statement of the company. Even though Server Dynamic has filed a suit against KPMG because of this issue, it proved that the actions KPMG has taken is right as stated in Section 267 of the CMSA provides that an auditor is required to immediately report irregularities to the Security Commission, while EY proved that they complete their duties when they still carry out their works to tell Security Commission, although Server Dynamic has filed a suit to prevent any actions taken by EY. That's all from me, and I will pass the presentation to the last presenter to conclude our presentation. Thank you.
In conclusion, there are few key insights on the case of Server Dynamic. Firstly, auditors should always maintain their independence and neutrality. KPMG's stand and conclusion may enrage a small number of Server Dynamic shareholders. However, being one of the big four accounting firms, KPMG's concerns should always be taken into consideration. When it comes to auditing opinions and concerns, this is especially true. So, in the future, anytime an audit red flag is raised, always take the auditor's side. Auditors are impartial, acting in the public interest and in the best interest of retail shareholders. Sure, they are not always correct. However, because of their reputation and prominence, particularly because they are worldwide known, concerns mentioned should be viewed with caution. Besides, directors should not threaten external auditors. When an external auditor identifies a problem, the company's board should concentrate on fixing the gaps. Going against this, including threatening to fire the auditor, raises another red signal that something is not right about the company. After the initial warnings, the board even recommends that KPMG leave, severely jeopardizing the company's corporate governance system. To avoid unfavorable attention from a neutral third party, such a group should assume that the board is not operating in the best interest of retail shareholders. Lastly, from the case, we can see how external auditors play a major role to uncover companies' financial fraud. Auditors in general cannot prevent fraud on their own, but they may assist to increase trust in financial accounts and take particular actions if they feel there have been anomalies. Auditors have a responsibility to report fraud, and their findings may lead to management or criminal enforcement investigations. As we already mentioned in the chronology above, the external auditor of KPMG discovered irregularities in Server Dynamic 2020's financial reports, according to Bursa Malaysia. Trading in Server Dynamic disproved that auditors' involvement in financial fraud is crucial to maintain integrity and law-abiding practices by companies in Malaysia. That is all from us. Thank you for listening.